So, ladies and gentlemen, J-Idol cards. If you're watching this channel, I've probably uploaded some old rips of J-Idol cards, different setup that I did prior to this channel. You're either gonna love these or you're gonna hate them, depending on your standing on how weird and tacky and quirky it is opening cards of J-Idols, quite literally. They are safe for work in terms of they are lingerie based rather than nude. They're not like Juicy Honey. Juicy Honey are proper tacky. You may consider this tacky. It depends where your moral stands. I do not know. This, by the way, is just, you get this in every box of J-Idol cards. That's basically trying to get you to buy the binder. There are 2 hits in every box guaranteed. There's potential to get 3. In fact, I can show you them. These are your hits. Sometimes they can be a bit weird. I have yet to get a cheki. I've done quite a few of these boxes and I've yet to get a cheki, which is basically, if you are not Japanese, is what they call a Instax, a Polaroid, an Instax in this case because they're an Instax size. Instax and Polaroid are different things, by the way. One's Fuji, one's Polaroid. Literally everything gets, instant photography seems to get called Polaroid regardless, but it isn't. So you can get signed cards, you can get memorabilia cards. I had bikini part cards, which is always an interesting one. A bikini hook holder is a 1 of 1. I don't think I've ever gotten a 1 of 1. That kind of thing. I typically like signatures, and the Kiss signature cards are quite fun. I think they're slightly more rare. Double rare card, yeah, super rare, double rare, triple rare. I'm pretty sure I've had a few triple rare cards before, but they're not always the greatest. Bikini hook, and ironically a rare card, because these are rare cards. I've never ever gotten, like I say, I've done about 9 boxes of these and I've never ever got a real cheki. When I say I've done 9 boxes, all different models, all different J-Idols. I've had plenty of photo cards but never a cheki. I believe they've started to do false nails ones, which is weird, like a card with a false nail on it as a relic. Quite bizarre, but anyway, as it says here, let's get rare cards. So yeah, if you get a box with 3 chase cards, 3 relics, then you are doing well. The rest will be 100% base. Puzzle cards. There's normally about 6, that's not 6, that's 10. Normally about 6 different photo shoots, and they'll all be based just from those different photo shoots. And some of them, like I say, will be puzzle cards where you'll either have 2, 3, 6 or 9. Typically, in fact, they do 4s as well, and they'll obviously make a larger picture. Given the type of cards you can get, you can often tell if a pack is slightly bigger, and if it isn't, then the chances are you have an auto or a photo card. I would say that one's quite light, maybe. If anything, that is a thick. In fact, I can feel this one has a, if you can see that, which means it's like a bikini part card, a bikini hook or something. So that could potentially be a triple rare. The rest I am not sure about. We shall open this one last. Let's have a quick look at the box again. Yeah, so based on the fact it's protruding, it could be a 1 of 1, but the part is down here, not central, which normally means it's not. It'll be this one here, bikini strap card, no doubt. So yeah, let's see. This will probably, I mean, my channel isn't even monetized, so it will indefinitely not be monetized, but it might get a over 18s only kind of thing about it. But you know, what can you do? What can you do? So again, these will all be the same model, just in different outfits from different shoots. And again, we are chasing 2 rares per box. You know, I bought it just because of the tiger get up. I thought it was quite fun. You obviously get a lot of different cosplaying and stuff with it being Japanese. You do get a lot of quirky poses because I think Asian models just pose differently. It's quite interesting to see the culture difference between how British models and Western models pose compared to Asian models. If you're not a photographer, that probably won't interest you in the slightest, and you're just here to see girls in lingerie, which is fine. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. If you're just here as a collector who's seen my other videos and now you are curiously using that as an excuse to stay here, I will not judge. Just, you know, get involved if you want to get involved. Don't if you don't, just watch the video. Watch the video and subscribe anyway. So yeah, as a photographer, I prefer, as I've said before, photo cards. I find them more interesting than a hairy footballer in an awkward pose running around a field. So this is what I would class as a puzzle card. There will be a second card here that will extend the picture as per this, and yeah, 9 times out of 10 you will complete maybe 3 or 4 sets of puzzle cards, and there will indefinitely be some that you will not complete, and you can try and buy the singles, which is hard to do when you have to shop these in Japan. There are websites that will send cards like this directly to UK, or you can use places like Zen Market. Personally, I would go straight to source because you can get them cheaper. Zen Market, yeah, they kind of enforce postage and different things on you that you maybe wouldn't choose if you were to buy them direct. So yeah, I could show you both sides of the cards, by the way. I haven't been. Normally in these videos I do. But you just get a wide variety of different poses, but within the same set as mentioned. Let's just turn it over. Again, I'm easily pleased. I just want the cat ears, to be honest. So I thought it was a cute picture, and I just didn't want some everyday unthemed packs. So again, cat ears. I have no idea who Ramu is, by the way. The only reason I know her name is because I've seen these boxes. I've seen her pop up a few times. They tend to do like several different series of the boxes. I imagine if a model's popular, then the more they'll run. And this is 2024, did it say? But yeah, cool. I quite like these. Some models I've gotten out of these packs I've been less interested in. Thought they looked a bit more awkward and weren't so great at posing, and maybe the photography was a bit meh. But in terms of photography, these are called hits, by the way. The quality of the cards, the card stock is reasonable, but the actual printing, I see, it's probably going to try and look at my face. The actual printing is much better than the Juicy Honey and the cheap kind of glamour cards that you can get. I'll say that one's maybe thicker, but I could be wrong. So we'll try and save our last 2 hits, unless we get lucky and we get 3 hits, and just by pure coincidence they are the last 3 packs we're opening. You can normally tell by the way if you've got a hit, because it is the back card 9 times out of 10, unless it is a bikini part and it protrudes, and then it's usually a different card. Obviously it would damage the cards. So I should be putting that down because she ain't seen it yet. So yeah, a lot of nothing sometimes. Again, if you're not into models, if you're not into photography, then these are just going to seem weird to you, but to me, I don't mind them. Seeing half-naked women is a daily occurrence for me because I run a rehearsal. I used to run a rehearsal studio for bands because I run a photography studio, so this really isn't that alien or weird for me at all. This is pretty everyday. I don't find it bizarre or weird. Girls running around half-naked is pretty normal. You learn that it's not about objectification, and it's just a job, and 9 times out of 10 as a photographer you're more worried about the lighting than what the model is or rather isn't wearing. Just how it is. So this is definitely a hit because I've seen on the back, and it should be because there is guaranteed 2 hits. Oops, a daisy. So yeah, with these, I don't think you really get like chrome or anything, but then they're about £30 a box, and you're guaranteed hits. So that's kind of the difference, you know. With sports cards, you could be paying silly money to chase an autograph or a hit. These £30 a box, which is in dollars, I don't know, $40 maybe. I'm not sure what the conversion rate is at the minute. So if you want to chase hits on the cheap and guarantee yourself that you're going to get one, it's a good way of doing it, because £30 a box, nice and cheap, bit of a bargain. Okay, so here you go. This is what a Relic card looks like in these. So that material, of course, is what she's wearing, and whereas in a soccer game, in basketball or whatever, wrestling, it will be from a, you would hope it will be from a certain game. I've just noticed it's a bookend, by the way, 37 or 37. Look at me, know what a bookend is. This will be what she's actually wearing from the shoot. So when she took these pictures, this is the material she was wearing from the shoot, which is quite bizarre but kind of cool. Yeah, that's kind of fun, because at least you know, unlike football cards where it's like not from any particular game, or it's worn, it's not necessarily match worn, but it's worn, and they've just took him to a room, stuck it on a player for 20 seconds so they could cut it up as a relic and go, oh look, he's wore this. This will be genuinely what she wore during the shoot. I don't know if they wash them or what, I hope so. Yeah, this normally tells you where it's from. Let's just say number 3 on my thingy. Bikini top, so it's from the top, as the back suggests, but it normally tells you the exact square, which is quite funny. But these for some reason are blanked out here. I do not know why. And it says number 3 at the bottom, and it normally shows you on here which one it is, so they've changed that. So I imagine it's right down here, and that is where that bikini spot is from. Anyway, I'm talking as if I haven't got another packet to open, and this again will be a hit as well, we know. This type of hit will be on the front because it is a bulky card, so we shall go from the back, as these are double-sided cards. I quite like those camo shorts, kind of cool vibe. I like the this is the things you notice when you're a photographer and you're there looking at half naked one. I'm like, oh, camo, and I like the colour match to the top. Those two colours combined work quite nice. And you're just there going, yeah, whatever. Show us half naked women in lingerie. And shut up, and not my fingers. And every now and then you get one like this. It just looks like a foot fetish card, but it's just part of a puzzle. I promise, they are not fetish cards. They are maybe thirst cards for only guys, but they are not fetish cards. And again, questionably framed pictures as part of puzzles. So here we have congratulations. I have a strap card apparently. And we flip it over and we have a 53 of 70. And as you can see here, it will be the outfit on the left. So I imagine this card will be similar on all 3 outfits, and they'll just change the strap on each outfit, and then they correspond to the one from the shoot that it was, which as is the bikini part. So there we go. And that is, my friend, if you are new to JL cards, what JL cards are all about. They're quite fun because you are guaranteed a hit, and for me that makes the chase worth it because they are pretty cheap. Anyway, peace.